We just returning from a great trip to Italy. I thought it was really helpful for our team, both the practices leading up to the trip and the trip itself. It was a wonderful experience. Basketball-wise, it was an incredible experience culturally to be able to take in the history and the traditions of Italy and be able to take in Rome, the Vatican, the Colosseum. Florence was amazing. I think our players really enjoyed Lake Como, which was our last stop. San Marino, which is a little country in itself, private state within Italy, is really cool. So we had a lot of fun things, both basketball and otherwise, on that trip. And I know our players were also happy to get back and get back home. That was really a long travel day. That last day we were delayed 5 hours in Milan, so we were 8 hours early for our plane for an 11-hour ride to Atlanta to change planes and to try to make our flight to Columbus, which we did miraculously, so it all worked out.
Getting to play those early games is always beneficial, but specifically for this team with so many newcomers and freshmen, how big was that for those guys to get that experience and playing some close games?
Yeah, it was really good for them. I mean, it puts us in a much better position going into the season than we would have been if we had not taken this trip. Just the practice time, getting those hours and those 10 days of practice, along with now having played 4 games and played together. And of course, it'll be different now that we're adding Mario to the mix. It was really unfortunate that he wasn't able to go, and we were just ecstatic on Monday when the news was announced. He was deemed eligible to play and started school and classes with us yesterday. But that being said, it was great for everyone. And we had some injuries. IJ was, had great practices, and when he got over there, the first half of the first game, he started throwing up on the court in the first half, and we didn't know what was going on. It was really hot and humid in this gym, so we thought maybe it was just a heat thing, and it ended up that, fortunately for us, we had our team doctor with us, Dr. Mabry, and he determined right at that game, and I think he's got mono, and sure enough, we got back, did the blood test, he has mono, and he's now on the tail end of it, so in a couple more weeks he should be okay.
What was the biggest thing you took away from what you got to see from your team?
Just that, our guard play, our young guards are good. They're going to be good players. When you look at the 3 perimeter players that got the most minutes in Lamar, Tyson, and Eli, they all have really bright moments, and they're all going to, I think, continue to improve and get better. But they all did a really good job. And, Q played very well the first 2 games, and then he kind of got sick in game 3. He couldn't play the second half, and we had that. There's a lot of adversity when you're traveling that much, a bus trip. Bob and Greg were on the trip with us. I can tell you, it was a tiring trip going from Rome over to Florence, and then one day we went up to Siena, and then to San Marino, and then played a game the next day. To be on the road that long and playing games. And the best team we played was our last game, and that was our best game of the trip. So we were very pleased to be able to beat a very good Kosovo national team